Yesterday, we got news from Southwest Airlines that the Delta variant was impacting their businesses. They're seeing an uptick in cancellations. And I think that will be a big focus on the Disney call. But most of its valuation of late has been because of streaming. So what are we expecting given the miss last quarter?
I mean, analysts are bullish going into this quarter, and for two reasons. One, your comps are from last year, which were really, really bad. Two is that there have been openings for the past quarter. I mean, these parks, the two biggest ones in Florida and in California, have been open, capacities have been lifted. And for now, people are not required to wear masks in the theme parks outside. So that's a big deal for them. The problem, I think, is going to be they're going to definitely have to, report third quarter expectations a little bit lower. Whenever analysts see for parks and resorts a warning sign that things are going to slow down, that could be bad for the stock. Now, in terms of Disney Plus, the problem there is going to be that everyone else has showed slowdowns amid competition. Netflix, Roku said that people streamed 1 billion minutes less than the previous quarter. So while analysts are, excited about the fact that they could be doing better, some of their movies were put on Disney Plus, like Cruella, like Black Widow. I wouldn't be shocked if the growth isn't what they were expecting.
So basically, it sounds like you think analysts will have to ratchet down their expectations for the third quarter on both sides, whether it be because of Delta or because of what we've seen. And by the way, we've seen a slowdown in sort of the quote unquote pandemic stay-at-home sort of businesses that benefited. We saw that slowdown in video games as well. I mean, so it's really across the board in terms of, that grab for attention.
There is definitely an attention problem here. I thought when Roku said that people streamed $1 billion less last quarter, that was a huge warning signal that anyone in this business, that there is real screen fatigue happening right now. So for Disney, that's relying on adding subscriber ads for their stock to go up, that should be a huge problem. Now, there is one bright spot for Disney. Anytime the pandemic gets worse and theater revenues are going down because there's mask mandates and people are scared, they tend to put more of their stuff on streaming. So that could help to bolster the streaming companies' ads going into the third quarter. I'm a little bit bearish on it myself. I think they're going to have a hard time. If you look at the other competitors, Netflix, they had a hard time. But they've got some big hits coming up. They've got a new Marvel movie coming out. They've got West Side Story later in the year. We'll see.
I want to get your thoughts on AMC, Sarah. I mean, we heard from Adam Aron yesterday on CNBC. He also did a live stream with Trey's Trade, a YouTube channel on which is basically held by one of the quote-unquote apes out there. So he knows where his bread is buttered in terms of the retail investor. What's your take on Adam Aron and the viability of AMC?
I am so bearish on AMC. I think this company is in a worse position now than it was at the beginning of the year when its stock was trading at like $2 or $3. But I think Adam Aron is smart. I think he's making lemonade out of lemons. He's smart to court that retail investor because if he can keep the stock high, raise some money, then maybe he can pay down some debt and get this company in a better fundamental position with its financials. But in terms of how AMC is going to fare for the year, it is not going to look good. You're looking at theater revenues for the total year that I don't personally think will cap $5 billion. Adam Aron has said that he needs it to hit $5 billion to be profitable. I don't think that will happen. And then I also think some of the things he's doing, while they're smart to court retail investors, they're gimmicky. What do you mean you're going to have people buy popcorn with cryptocurrency? The average age of someone buying a theater ticket is not the person behind that retail investment trade on Reddit. These are people who are not going to whip out their phones and try to buy some Raisinets with cryptocurrency. It's a good buzzword, but I don't see how in practice any of these things actually work out.
I mean, maybe Sour Patch Kids, but definitely not Raisinets. But as Adam Aron had said, Sarah, in the past, there's a disconnect between the stock price and the fundamentals, and that is working right now in AMC's favor. Sarah, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.